now a highly anticipated update in the investigation into 13-year-old Madeline Soto's death. So Stephan Sterns will make his first appearance in court today on first-degree murder charges. Sterns has been in a relationship with Soto's mom for many years now. Investigators believe he may have been abusing Maddie for the majority of that time. In addition to the murder charge, he's also facing 60 additional charges for sexual battery, molestation, and child pornography. And joining us live this morning to discuss the update in this case is our good friend and retired Orlando Police Chief Orlando Rolon. Good to see you, sir. How are you?
You, Amy, doing great.
Good. This is such a disturbing case, and a lot of folks were sort of dismayed that the murder charges were not brought sooner, that he was just being held on other charges. But that's actually fairly normal, is it not?
It is. The investigative agency, the state attorney's office, they must do everything to ensure that all the evidence is reviewed, collected, presented. And in this case, the grand jury ultimately felt that the evidence that was presented to them was enough to justify probable cause to charge him with first-degree murder.
So when we talk about these delays, you know, the idea, right, is that they're trying to build a stronger case. It's all about getting it to the courtroom.
It is. It's very important for the prosecutor to make sure that all the information that is there is something that will withstand the test of the courts, right? And the jury that is responsible for making a decision ultimately. In this case, it took a while, but normally it does, for everything to be collected, for everything to be presented. And again, the fact that it's an indictment, it means that the jury, or the grand jury felt that it was justified in moving forward with these charges, which for the community, obviously, it was something that a lot of people expected. But ultimately, the grand jury had the responsibility to determine whether there was probable cause or not.
Chief, we still don't know any of the details on how Maddie died. Is that normal that would be kept quiet?
That is, until the discovery process of the evidence goes through and the records then become public, then it is right to do what they're doing right now, which is withholding that information until the process then dictates for the information to be released. But that will be coming. I would imagine it will be coming soon. And then it will shed more light on what has occurred or transpired here that led to ultimately to the murder of this child.
Chief, obviously this is a situation where a lot of folks have a hard time understanding how abuse could be going on for so long and no one is aware. Is it possible that there could be more charges brought forth for other people surrounding Maddie Soto?
The investigative agency and the state attorney's office has been very clear that this is an ongoing investigation, and the fact that they have made it a point to reaffirm that repeatedly leads me to think that this is not over yet, and the potential for additional charges and others being involved is likely.
And as far as the death penalty is concerned, when will we know if that is on the table?
That is ultimately up to the state attorney to decide if, in fact, they're going to pursue that or not. Remember, in this case, this individual has the accusations or charges against him are ones that probably will keep him behind bars for the rest of his life, aside from the fact that capital punishment may be on the table for the process.
Chief, one of the things we heard from the family that was heartbreaking from Maddie's father and stepmother was that they wish they had known and they wish they would have asked more questions. What advice do you give to parents, especially in divided families like this, right, where you have, you know, step parents and you know, the child is probably going back and forth? What do you want those parents to know?
Follow your gut instinct. If you ever suspect or think that something may be wrong, question it, look into it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make an accusation without having the support to make it. But if your gut feeling tells you that something may not be right, make sure that you look into it and ask for assistance from someone who may be more or have the expertise to determine whether something in fact is going on or not. And also, it's very important, of course, to have a relationship with your child so that your child feels comfortable coming to you and telling you if something is not right.
Oh, it's just such a heartbreaking story. It is certainly one that we are all having trouble with. Chief Orlando Rolon, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you. Take care.